Hey guys, it's Dr. Max and Dr. Candice from APM Sports Chiropractic. So today what we're going to talk about is hip hinging. What is hip hinging? Basically what that is retraining your body to bend at the hip joint versus bending at your low back. So how many times have you heard, oh my god, I bent over and picked up a sock and threw my back out? You know, it wasn't that just one movement that did it, it's the repetitiveness of bending at your low back where you're not made to bend, but we all end up creating bad movement patterns. For example, look at a baby or a young toddler. Anytime they bend down to pick anything up off the floor, they immediately squat. And their squat form is impeccable, it's perfect. So throughout life, we make these bad movement patterns that cause us to bend at the low back instead of at the hip joint. So you've heard us talk a lot about the hip joint or hip hinge if you've been here in the office. We give it to everyone because pretty much everybody from CrossFitters, people who sit at a desk all day would benefit from doing the hip hinge. So Dr. Max is going to run through the hip hinge movement.
So the cool thing about the hip hinge is that it's actually transferable to a lot of things in life. So not only just bending and squatting just for, while you're doing your dishes or anything like that, but transfer it to weightlifting. We'll go over some movements like that a little bit later. But we just want to show you what the basic hip hinge looks like right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Dr. Candice, so you're going to stand feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, so nice kind of bouncy spring in those knees. You're going to bring your shoulder blades back and down. So you're going to get also a little posture work here too, so we're sneaking that in. So you're going to rotate your arms out, your hands out, so you can kind of almost pretend like you're squeezing a quarter between your shoulder blades. Head is going to be nice and neutral, so you're not looking all the way down, not looking all the way up. As the body moves, the neck is going to move. So what she's going to do next is she's going to hinge the hip. So she's going to push the butt out and hinge to the hip. And one way to know that we're doing this correctly is if we have 3 points of contact between the butt, the upper back, and the head. So we know that we have that right motion there. So what happens a lot of times you'll see people is they'll lose the hair, they'll round the shoulders forward, they'll round the back. So you can only get 2 spots at a time. So you want to make sure you have all 3 spots connecting at the same time. So that's the hip hinge. So you want to be able to hold that for 10 seconds. Then after that, you're actually going to lift your arms up and you're going to hold that again for 10 seconds, still squeezing through the shoulder blades, holding that for 10 seconds. You want to be able to cover the ears if you have that mobility there. So you want to do that, relax, and repeat that 3 times. The cool thing when you sit like this is it can translate into weightlifting. So if I'm going to go into a deadlift, it's going to be basically that hip hinge. And at the top of that second pull, that deadlift, that's going to be a hip hinge, as opposed to where you see people doing this. Same thing as if we're using kettlebell, doing kettlebell swing. You're hinging at the hip to go up and down, as opposed to rounding the back. You keep the shoulders back and down. So this is applicable to a lot of things in life.
Yeah, especially like we said, even if you're not a CrossFitter or a weightlifter, if you're sitting at a desk all day, chances are your shoulders are rounded forward, so you benefit from the posture relief position. And it just helps you in everyday life, helps you strive to be better.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions or anything, hit us up here. Hit us up on Instagram at APM Chiro. We always say we put a lot of our content on there. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, like I said, just hit us up. But yeah, you can start incorporating that into your everyday life, and you'll actually probably start to see a lot of help with your back pain. All right? Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Bye, guys.